Hello everyone, thank you for taking this training today on the virtual SAN ready nodes. I'm Karthik Konaparthi and the product manager for the Dell EMC virtual SAN ready nodes factory install program. Let's get started. Today, the amount of data is growing at a staggering rate. This data deluge is posing huge challenges for enterprises, and all these enterprises are looking for adopting a simpler and cost-effective approach to storage. This new approach is software-defined storage, and organizations today are moving towards software-defined data center in order to gain benefits such as increased flexibility, agility, efficiency, and improved security. So let's talk more about the Dell EMC Virtual SAN Ready Nodes program. These Virtual SAN Ready Nodes are validated server configurations in tested and certified hardware form factor for virtual SAN deployments. And these ready nodes are jointly recommended by Dell EMC and VMware, and the virtual SAN configurations that we have are categorized into high, medium, and low solution profiles. So this gives choice to customers depending on their performance and price and capacity requirements. So flexibility for the customers there in terms of the various ready nodes available. Additionally, we also have a factory install option that's provided by Dell EMC, which is an added convenience for the customers. We'll talk more about this option in the coming slides. So let's go into more details of the virtual SAN ready nodes. These are various configurations that are available and in both hybrid and all-flash options, and the software components needed for these ready nodes are VMware vSphere and the virtual SAN softwares. Customers have a choice of getting their own software licenses, or they can come to Dell and get these licenses either through OEM or the SMP route. So added flexibility there for the customers. Coming to the various configurations, customers have a choice of selecting the 2, 4, 6, or 8 series ready nodes. Starting from 2 to 8, the performance would increase. So all of these have different level of performance and capacities and suiting the customer requirements. Additionally, the factory install option also has VDI use case specific configurations. So customers who are looking for a VDI use case, they can directly leverage the VDI specific virtual SAN ready nodes. Coming to the scalability, customers can start at 3 nodes and they can go to a max of 64 nodes per cluster. And for the support, we get the standard VMware support as well as Dell Pro support and Dell Pro Deploy. Pro Deploy option is available through custom services SOW today. And lastly, we also provide flexible financing for customers. So we have the Scale on Demand program from Dell Financial Services, and this is offered for all the customers for increased flexibility. So here I quickly want to talk about a few advantages for customers deploying the virtual SAN software. The first one is simplicity. We know that the entire stack is managed by software, so that adds to the simplicity aspect. The second one is high performance. We have some tested numbers here. We have seen more than 100K IOPS per node. Great performance there for customers. The next one is low TCO. We have seen as low as $1 per GB for an all-flash vSAN configuration. And lastly, the scale aspect, we have seen greater than 6 million IOPS per cluster. So all of these are great advantages and benefits for customers to deploy hyperconverged software. So let's talk more about the target customers for the virtual SAN ready nodes. This is primarily targeted towards mid-market and enterprise customers who are looking for choice of form factor. So we have various server configs available, the R630, 730, 730XD, as well as we have the FX2 platforms. So great choice for the customers there. And also we have a choice in terms of hardware options, so CPU, RAM, and drive options. We have flexibility there as well as for customers who want to maintain compliance on the driver versions and firmware versions. This is a great choice. And lastly, I already talked about the licensing requirement. They can either bring their own or come to Dell through the OEM route or the SMP route. So these are the potential target customers that we're looking for. So talking about the various configurations that are available for the ready node program for the factory install are we have the all flash as well as hybrid configurations. So the configuration starting from 2, 4, 6, and 8 series. So customers have a lot of flexibility on choosing the various configurations depending on their requirements. So let's talk more about the factory install option that Dell EMC is providing. This is the factory install option is a lot of manual tasks such as software install of vSphere and virtual SAN are done in the factory, and things like installing the right version of firmware and drives, and all of these manual tasks are done in the factory, and that would ensure your vSAN deployment is successful. So in order to ensure the whole zero error first boot, factory install option is ideal for that. Additionally, the factory install option also provides a wide array of form factors and drive choices. So that's a great value add again. And lastly, the financial flexibility through our Dell Financial Services. And in terms of ordering the factory install option, here the TSRs can leverage templates, and the ordering through templates greatly reduces the chance of errors, as well as we can get validated configurations directly. So getting into the factory install option here in more detail, a lot of these tasks that I talked about earlier in the factory install option happen in the merge center, and have listed all the operations that happen in the merge center. So things like BIOS and iDRAC settings, hard drives configured to local, and hard drives being cleaned of, partitioning, and ESXi configuration settings. All of these manual tasks are already done in the merge center, and this ensures customers having less errors while deploying virtual SAN. So coming to the availability for the factory install option here, as these operations happen in the merge center, the merge center enabled countries all will have the factory install option as well. So here we have listed all the direct countries where the factory install option is available. So about the ordering process, Customers can come directly to Dell with a potential opportunity, or they can come through a channel partner, or they can be directed to Dell by starting from the VMware HCL. So the next option for the customers is whether they would want a factory install of ESXi or not. If they select yes, we'll be giving the factory install option to them, and in this option the TSRs will start the process by filling out a QRF, the quote request form. QRF is available on Sales Edge, so TSRs can leverage that to start the process. Factory install option, then they fill out the ASUS support request form in SFDC, salesforce.com, and then the ASUS team quoting process will start. So the TSRs and ASUS team will coordinate and in the whole quoting process, and they'll leverage the factory install templates for quoting the ready nodes, and then they'll work together on the pricing and discounting aspects of the quote. After that step, the order is placed in the factory and is routed to the merge center. And in the merge center, a lot of the earlier operations that I talked about will happen, and at the end, the order is shipped to the customer. So if the customer doesn't want the factory install of ESXi, then he'll go directly to the regular ready nodes program, and the TSRs will use the regular ready node template for quoting process, and then the order is placed and then is fulfilled through a Dell factory, and then it's directly shipped to the customer. So two different choices that we are providing customers. One is the regular ready node program, and another is the factory install option. And factory install is an additional value add that we are providing to customers. So here I wanted to showcase some of the Dell customer success stories for virtual SAN solutions. So you can see that a lot of benefits like improved performance, increased flexibility, lowering the overall cost of the infrastructure. All of these great benefits are accomplished by deploying a virtual SAN solution. So these are all the resources that we have for the sales teams. So the first one is the QRF, the quote request form that I talked about earlier. The next one is the ordering guide. We have a detailed ordering guide detailing all the steps involved in the whole ordering process for factory install option. Additionally, we have a great list of marketing collateral that will be really helpful for the sales teams. So we have a customer presentation, we have battle cards, solution briefs, solution cards, as well as FAQ documents. All of these are great resources for the sales teams. So I wanted to quickly talk about some of the tools that VMware is providing that will be greatly helpful in this whole process. The first one is the VMware compatibility guide. This will guide customers in the whole choosing of ready node configuration. So this is a really useful tool here. The next one is the virtual SAN ready node configurator. This helps differentiate between the various configurations, the various tiers, etc. So another very useful tool from VMware. The other tool that I wanted to talk about is the virtual SAN sizing and TCO tool. This will be really helpful for understanding the various aspects of virtual SAN deployments. And lastly, for customers want greater deep dive on the virtual SAN deployment, they can leverage the VMware HOL. This site has a lot of very useful content and will be helping through the whole process of deploying a virtual SAN solution. So I would like to conclude with the call to action here. for the sales teams, whenever you quote servers, please ask customers if they want storage, and if they do, please position the virtual SAN ready nodes as an option for customers. And in the whole quoting process, please leverage the ready node templates that we have. This will ease the whole process for you guys. So I would encourage you to use the templates. The next step, the next call to action here is to talk about the factory install option to customers and tell them how it's a additional value add and how it's a convenience that we are offering to the customers by reducing a lot of manual tasks. And the other one is to review the existing opportunities and try to bundle them with the OEM version of VMware. By doing that, you have improved pricing flexibility as well as overall improved margins. And lastly, I would encourage everyone to spread the word on the Ready Nodes program. Talk to the channel partners that they can buy from Dell as well. And yeah, so that concludes our training session today. Thank you for taking the time, and please reach out to me if you have any additional questions. Thank you.